So I've moved into this Aussie again. Um, Start of a new hour. It's outside of the window, but I'm having a pop. I think it's worth. It's a weighted risk. The the 38.2 is still in eye shot, and we've got this trapped volume over here, and topping formations. On the front side, we've come right up into the trend line. We've got this engulfment of the correction of the M. You've got this M formation here. You've got the correction up to it, and then that engulfment. And then we've had another engulfment with this break of structure over here. And I'm figuring with a stop above and within the trap volume, I'm thinking we can at least get into a profitable scenario and move to break even on the off chance that throughout the course of this day it's just going to drift lower. And I'm figuring this is now the 15-minute chart that this M formation is in place, locking in the trap volume. This 15-minute candle on this new rotation to break the lows for a trickle lower for the rest of the day. Worth a shot. Given that this wick is likely to be filled in, and therefore with a close lower, an engulfment of the corrective pins for a momentum induced sell off. But that's not to say we may have already seen the lows of the day, but I'm, I'm, I'm thinking the 38.2 is achievable for the rest of the day. I actually made an error, risked 5% by mistake on that. So I closed the position. So that's a nice favour that we've had for the month. But I've re-entered and I've done the proper amount, 0.5%. You don't want to be making mistakes like that, but fortunately we did well on that. We made 2004R on that mistake. But anyway, so we're back into this trade. We've had to enter in lower, and we'll wait and see if this drops. The stop loss is lower than the original, but I'm confident that this is going to blow off. Put some momentum in this 15-minute candle so far. Yeah, we've got a nice engulfing here. So I'm alright with that stop loss being where it is. Right, new 15-minute rotation, new half an hour rotation. Look at the 30-minute chart. We've got this M formation that's turned up and resistance below our stop. So looking for a bearish engulfing of this candle on the 30-minute. But what we'll do is we'll wait and see if we can get a 15-minute engulfing and a close to move to break even. So that's the alarm set, break even on a close below. And while this is not within the usual game plan, trading within the opening 3 hours of the session, um, if we look to the stocks, we can quite often get a flurry of activity during the end of the session. Um, and again, we've got this M formation resistance. The lows of yesterday. Yesterday. Yeah, Friday rather. Um, so you'd expect a move lower. You've come up into the highs of Thursday, and Asia and London peak formation, trapped volume, um, break of structure, break of that structure on this, the retracement and the subsequent sell-off that we're sort of witnessing at the moment. You've got the uh, well, it's pinned right up into the 78.6, but the bulk of the volume is done around about 50% mean reversion. So you've got the Aussie there selling off with it's a high beta currency with stock, so it tends to track. So we should see this blow off in tune with the collapsing stock. It's got a few minutes for the end of this 15-minute rotation. So we're breaking down the structure that we want to see broken and closed below with 2 minutes and counting to go. 30 seconds to go and 22 seconds to go. So that's our cue to move. So we've now got 12 minutes or so for this 30-minute candle to give us a nice bearish close on the Aussie. Stock selling off, expecting a move to take up liquidity below US session, the lows. We've had the stop hang into the shorts, and we've got a target down here. That is horrible momentum. Really, really disappointing that this hasn't made a more promising and defined bearish move. A minute to go on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the hour. We've had 1, 2, 3 pushes. Now, after 3 pushes, we'd expect a correction. And if we look on the hourly, that's quite a decent impulse in terms of uninterrupted 3 hours of downside. So you'd expect a move up, and unfortunately, that's going to occur at the US session lows. And without there being a break of, looks like we're going to get stopped out on the next hourly candle, that's destined higher, which is unfortunate. So we'll have to take some off, as we already said we would. So yeah, this is a shame. Okay, so be it. Can't seem to win on the Aussie today, apart from the mistake that gave us a nice profit on the account, but it's not what we're here for. So unfortunately, this is about to close. off its, off the lows. We're going to have to take some off. Pointless. Well, it seems as though we're going to just get a continuation, which is nice. We didn't take anything off. We were waiting to see how things panned out, and there wasn't the break of the structure, so we've got a subsequent move lower. This is great. Nice movement, exactly what we wanted to see. Right, I'm taking 80% off at these lows and letting the rest run. So as a reminder, we're targeting the, I'm not sure about the pricing of this 8 cap, 38.2 is a 4. So if we were heading for that, we've got to break all of this structure. So that's where the target was based on. So let's leave it there. Right, we're going to move this stop if I can do it somehow. There we go. It's either going to blow or it's not. And then I'm out. So, I mean, I could have put the stop right up here, but this is a prime target for stop hunt liquidity. So, better above the 20. So, the theory behind moving the stop down rather than leaving it break even, because you'll get an end of session move up and we're moving towards the rollover, and you'll have the price imbalance here mitigated. But let's just see if we can't get a last ditch effort into the structure that was seen a minute ago to complete the day as intended. We're getting a push lower on Wall Street. This is good stuff going on here on Wall Street. Let's have a nice push. Right, starting off the new 50-minute rotation. Strongly offered. That's great stuff. Let's keep going. Let's pull that stop loss down into the 20. Resistance had been respected. Right, so done. Bring the account up to 20R or 10%. So good performance for the end of this month. We didn't start trading until the last week of the month, so that's a fabulous result over the last few days of trading. Yeah, since the 24th. Break-even trades happening there. Not a bad result.